Welcome back, everyone. I want you to take a look at this video. Wow, what a sight this is. These are two jets performing an air show, and something goes wrong. By the grace of God, just being off center, all four crew members were able to eject and parachute to safety. If they were not off center when they came in and the tail of one plane pierced the belly of the other, there would have been at least one crew that wouldn't have been able to get out. So again, this is God looking out over these men. And so there's an investigation underway into how this happens, clearly an accident, but say a prayer for those people. They're heroes of mine. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. Stinchfield's Army rolls. That's all of you. You're heroes of mine. We'll see you back here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks for watching, everybody.
If your TV sounds funny in the evening, you're watching live from Studio 6B on Real America's Voice.
Live from Studio 6B. I swear to God, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. Glad you're in.
We miss you Friday night, David.
Hey, yeah, we miss you there, Dennis.
Hey, not so fast, Slick. I met people this weekend. They're like, we really like that Purple Prince guy.
Oh, nice.
They didn't know your name.
8 o'clock
Yeah, that's okay.
on the East Coast, live from Studio
The Purple
6B
Prince guy.
on a Monday. Brand new week. Getting started. Glad you're in, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. Slickster's here. He's going to do some sports. Delgado's got some main headlines. Paul Nolan's going to be playing around with the news. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always. Hope they had a good weekend as well. Oh, God, there's so much I want to say, but I just got to keep my mouth shut. Slickster, how are you?
Good, Big D. How you doing?
Well, we're fired off here on a Monday night. Doing good? How, like that hat?
Thank you.
Good. What did you have today?
What did I have today?
Yeah, you're all,
my
just a
usual
regular
network.
day, or?
A regular day, rocking and rolling.
Okay.
Busy day. Yep.
You look a little more,
A little more jazzed
a
up.
little more vibrant than maybe a normal slick.
What, are you using a new rouge?
I thought maybe you had a...
No.
Okay.
I need one, though. Yeah.
Like the hat? Looking good?
Thank you.
I think it's the pimp hat that's
It could be the hat. Yeah,
Could
the
be.
hat is a little more formal. Like,
Yep. Somebody called me a pimp a couple hours ago. Well, I love you. You're a good-looking little pimp. I said,
Okay, very good. That makes
Like, that was not a compliment.
I had a lousy weekend, though. Oh, my God. What a waste of time that was. Carano. I mean, the only thing that went faster than the weekend was Rousey pinning Carano.
All right. Well, that's true. Mr. Delgado, how are you?
I'm good, David. How are you?
I'm good. Very good.
Very well.
Good. How was your weekend?
Very good weekend. Like Slick, that 17 seconds was 17 seconds too long.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. But other than that, I had a great weekend because it was nice out. Finally.
Yep.
90 degrees.
It was beautiful.
Oh, was warm.
And now we're dealing with a strike in Long Island.
And then Thursday, we're going back into the 60s.
Yeah.
And rain. God, so annoying. Mr. Nolan, how are you?
I'm well. I didn't even know the Gina Carano Rousey fight was this weekend. That's that's how much I'm done with sports. I've had it with them.
Yeah.
But
it was on Netflix.
What?
Netflix.
Okay, I thought that's what you said.
Yeah.
We met some nice fans over the weekend. We were.
I saw the picture.
Yeah, it was very, very nice. People said, "Hey, we love the show," and they were like, "Well, you're Pete Nolan, right?" And then they said we love that little Purple Prince guy.
Yeah.
And
They have pictures with you already.
Oh, did they?
Those
Yeah,
guys
they
who
said
met
they met
Paul.
you
They had
before.
pictures with you already.
Oh,
They took
okay.
pictures with you.
Hey, nice.
And they still didn't know your name.
They just don't have me or Delgado yet.
Right.
So,
they know the little UFO guy.
yeah. Aaron and Fran are here. Aaron, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you, Damon?
I'm good, Aaron. How was your weekend?
The weekend was great. Spent it in D.C. with Harry on the highway.
Oh,
the
boy.
crew, Jarvis, Jonah. It was a great weekend. Rededicate 250 on the National Mall. Shout out to all the D.C. and Denver crew. It was a great weekend.
Yep. Okay. Very good. Especially DC. All right, let's start with tonight's first word. And, tonight, I hope I'm not stealing Slick's thunder here, but let me tell you something real quick, and that is that the WNBA is committing business suicide right in front of our eyes, and they're too drunk on DEI nonsense to see it. Caitlin Clark is the biggest star this league has ever seen, period. She's the one who turned the WNBA from a niche sideshow that nobody watched into something people actually pay some attention to now. Ratings up, tickets sold out, jerseys flying off the rack, arenas upgrading venues just to handle the crowd showing up to see her. That's not hype, that's facts. A white girl from Iowa walked in and changed the game overnight. So what does the league do to promote their games this weekend where the Fever and the Seattle plays the Indiana Fever? They put out a graphic featuring Raven Johnson for Indiana, a rookie who's been riding the bench most nights. Then Zia Cook, Asia Wilson, and Angel Reese. So 4 black players. Caitlin Clark, the unquestionable face of the league, the one drawing all of the new fans and all the new money, nowhere to be found. This wasn't an accident. This is the WNBA telling you exactly who they are. The league has been captured by the same identity politics that's ruining everything else in the country. They've built their entire brand around being a black women's league. And that was fine when it was small and struggling, but the second a transcendent talent shows up who doesn't fit that narrative, a straight, white, Midwestern kid with unlimited range and killer instinct, they start acting like she's the problem instead of the solution. You remember last year, the manufactured backlash, the cheap shots all season long on the court, the media hand-wringing about how Clark's popularity was overshadowing the black stars who built the league. Built the league? They were playing in half-empty gyms for years, losing millions of dollars. Clark filled them. She brought the casual fans, the mainstream buzz, the revenue. But instead of saying thank you and riding the wave, too many folks in that league got mad, big mad, that the spotlight wasn't staying on the preferred script. This is what DEI does to an organization. It turns competence and star power into threats. It makes you resent success that doesn't check the right racial boxes. Caitlin Clark's greatness isn't about race. It's about her talent, her skill, and that rare ability to make people care. She plays joyfully, aggressively, winning basketball. People respond to that. They always have. But in today's WNBA, excellence gets you sidelined in your own promotions if your skin tone disrupts the equity fantasy. This isn't complicated. Sports is supposed to be the one place where merit still matters. You play ball, you win, you draw crowds, you then get the shine. But these folks would rather protect feelings and demographics than grow the game. They'd rather push Raven Johnson on the graphic than the woman whose presence is actually moving the needle. The WNBA has a choice to make. Keep playing these racial games and stay small and bitter, or embrace the Caitlin Clark era and let her elevate everybody. Right now, they're choosing bitterness. They're choosing the narrative over the numbers. They're choosing DEI over dollars and common sense. And that's why this league stays, for the most part, on life support while pretending it's making progress. Caitlin Clark keeps showing up and balling out. The real question is whether the WNBA is too far gone in its delusions to let her save the league. I'm betting on the league fumbling this bag again, because that's what happens when you put feelings and identity ahead of the truth and of the real talent. The corpse here just hasn't hit the floor yet. And that's tonight's first word. All right, live from Studio 6B, 8 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. I'll give you all a crack at this one, I'm sure. Slick, I'll start with you. I don't know if you saw this ad. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's a campaign against everything she does, right? She had a little bit of an injury, slow start, and right away they run to write her off. But no, it's just typical. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's reverse racism is really what's going on here. Let's call it what it is. That's the elephant in the room here. It's been like that since she came in the league, right? Came in like Larry Bird, shot the lights out of everything that was going on. I mean, totally transcended the sport. They went from flying in the back of a coach airplane to private jets, every team just about, right? And just the money was flowing in. You're right. I mean, talk about killing the golden goose. This is a perfect example because of, like you said, feelings, DEI. And here you see it destroying, and that will destroy that league. I don't think that league is going to be long. And certainly once her career is over, it was going to be pretty much finished anyway, because I don't think you can see a player like her again.
No, I've been saying this since last year. She should just say, you know what? If you're not gonna call these fouls, if you're gonna treat me worse than everybody else, guess what? I'm going to retire from the WNBA. I'm going to go overseas to Europe where they actually pay us more, and I'll light it up over there, and I'll actually be treated like a human, and I'll become a superstar over there, and you guys can fold up your tents and continue losing money, because that's all it is. Yep. It's a place for the NBA to write off losses, because they fund the WNBA. Like, the WNBA can't fund itself. It needs the NBA to survive. Correct. You couple that with what do you call it? This woman? She challenged a D3 5'8" player. It was one WNBA player, and she lost. You got the Ball brothers talking about how in 8th grade they could beat WNBA players easily because they were already dunking. Yeah. So you're not talking about elite, like elite. I'm like, oh my goodness, these are freak shows of people. No, they're not. They're just, they're just regular women playing basketball better than other regular women playing basketball. But you're talking about there's a few elite ones that really stand out, and you want to bash on the one who's bringing you all the gravy? You're insane. Yep.
Yeah, well, you think about it when they were, doing all that woke stuff when it first came out, and then Caitlin Clark bent the knee, so to speak. Yeah. And then the backlash was even worse because all the people who were behind her, were like, well, how could you do this? We're all behind you. You're getting bullied, and we're supporting you. Now you're going to kowtow to it. And it kind of turned a lot of fans off at that time. But it just goes to the example of there is no giving any quarter to the ultra woke, especially that lesbian black league. They are the most hateful group of all the demographics. So she takes that knee, she kowtows, and all it does is alienate her even more. So she doesn't even, she was aware of poop by default no matter what she had did. So the league is shooting itself in the foot. It's steeped in hate. It's steeped in racism, as Rick said. And I think you're right. I think if at some point she's got to say, I'm going to go to Europe for a year. I'll see how you guys do.
Yeah. Good luck.
Or two.
Good luck with that is right.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that that's the graphic they use for the Indiana game. And Raven Johnson, I mean, it's fine, but she doesn't play. She stinks.
She's on the bench.
That'd be like promoting the Lakers in the finals and not putting LeBron. Whatever. Doesn't matter what you think of him. Not putting LeBron James on
we think of him, but
on the advertisement.
Yeah, putting Bronny on there.
Yeah, it'd be like putting some bench warmer who never sees the floor on there. Some white kid who sits on the bench. It's like, what are you doing? I mean, whoever did this ad should be fired. But we know that he was probably told to do it. It wasn't his decision. It was the league's decision to put her on it. Like, who's tuning in to watch her?
Meanwhile,
nobody.
Meanwhile, if I were to see that graphic, I would assume, Caitlin Clark's not playing. So why watch?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? So that also hurts them as well. Ridiculous.
Crazy.
Go woke, go broke.
Yep.
All right, just getting started on a Monday night. We'll do sports. We'll do news. We've got an Eastern Conference Finals that's set in the NBA. Our own New York Knickerbockers take on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Big Game 7 tonight, too.
Game 7?
Buffalo. Buffalo.
In hockey?
Montreal. Okay. Yeah.
All right, we'll cover it all when we get back right after this.
Panhandle Ball.
live from Studio 6B. You know where we at? Pound, pound, pound. Family on the timeline.
Check, check.
Check, check, check.
That stinks.
Check, check.
Where's my man Panhandle Paul? I need someone to commiserate with.
Yeah.
About what?
Clock hit showtime.
About the quick start of Montreal. 2-0. Meanwhile, they scored 8 goals on Saturday. Could you leave a few goals for tonight? I know it doesn't work that way. Unfortunately.
John D. El Gatos de Gatos. Chrissy Cat. Coral Reef. Julie GB.
Julie GB.
We're in the Rumble Rant. Don't laugh at McElroy. The Big Knockers.
Uko Pekalukin is a head case, but it's a great name to say. Uko Pekalukin.
Alternate protein source.
Alternate protein source.
Yeah. Apple Crown Milan 43. Ordinary Passenger. A bunch of people hanging out in the Rumble Rant along with Snotty Scotty.
Oh, Snotty Scotty.
Oh, Snotty Scotty. Run over to the Twitter X. We got Kit Kat, Kathy's Right, Connie Lou, Racing Banshee, Honey K.
We got the All-Star team cooking tonight.
Dave Syverson, Cats B, Patrick Owen Ahern, Tumbleweed Farmer as well. What's going on over in the YouTubes? In the YouTubes.
Broke Spoke says Notorious Big D. I like that.
You mean David?
Notorious Big D. Broke Spoke in the YouTubes.
Julie GB on Rumble. Hello.
Panhandle Paul. I'm hanging in there, brother. Come on.
Come on, Panhandle.
TikTok Patriots says they always blow it at home, Buffalo. They need to find the key to victory at the Key Bank Center. Arena Center? I'm not sure. It's the thing.
Looks like they got locked out.
Might be Arena.
I was trying to go for you at
They're playing it safe. Well, 2-0 is the dreaded 2-goal lead in hockey. You can always come back from that, especially when
Exactly. It's too early. You're right.
Scott Edwards on Facebook.
I'm not
You
right.
and about 99.9% of all people. She's the only reason anyone would watch.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not even. It's ridiculous. Pathetic.
I love when they show the lowlights of it. It's hysterical.
Ba-ba-da-da. 17 past the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Monday, brand new week, halfway through the month. Second half coming up. Glad you're in. Slick's doing sports. Delgado's going to do some main headlines. How was What Even Is done on Friday?
I thought it was a lot of fun.
Slick, how was it really?
It was good. It was
Okay,
good. Yeah.
Did Aaron do the intro?
Aaron did an amazing intro.
Oh,
My
okay.
goodness, she's one-upping you. I think she's taking over.
It was the best
intro was
part.
great.
It's not hard.
What did Fran say?
Oh,
He said that was the best part.
He said that was the best part.
Yeah,
After that,
Fran, I'm
all
glad you
downhill.
said it.
Oh, Slick agrees.
Rick has
Nice.
done some amazing ones. This one was good. So good, I can't remember. I can't even remember what it was.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Leave Delgado alone, you two.
I know.
Shut your mouth
Damon,
when you're
Damon's
talking
sticking
to
up for you. You see, Damon
I
does
swear,
love you.
I haven't even seen it. I may
does
not
that
watch
say?
it now.
Yeah.
What does that say?
that mean?
That's
That means-
even worse.
You don't even watch the show when
That
you're
means
off?
he doesn't pay attention when he's on the show and when he's not on the show,
Right.
Good point.
unless he gets a
Unless you get a
text.
phone call.
yeah. Unless I
Doodle doodle doo.
I still have the What Even Is That videos.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's do some sports. Sports
go.
brought to you by Mike Lindell and MyPillow. MyPillow.com/LFS6B for all the best deals.
Thanks for not asking me how it was.
For this audience. Code LFS6B at checkout. Slickster's got sports. Slickster, what's going on?
All right, Big D, playoffs. That's what's going on. Come on, it's springtime. We got the playoffs, NBA and NHL. Right now, not such good news. We're kind of pulling for Buffalo because we have Panhandle Paul and a few others like Ticked Off and the Patriot that are in the chat. And we want to see their team win. So Buffalo's trailing trailing 2-0 in a Game 7. Win or, well, in their case, stay home, right? Because they're in Buffalo. But it's 2-0 Montreal, and this is it. Winner goes on to the Eastern Conference Finals to take on a very tough Carolina Panthers team. But we will keep an eye. One period down, plenty of time. I always said, and I played hockey for 45 years, it's the dreaded 2-goal lead. A 2-goal lead is a dangerous lead, I got to tell you. So we'll see.
Well, in your league, didn't you score like 100 goals a game?
Well, no, sometimes you did. I mean, I had 2 games where I scored 10 goals, but, it's look at Montreal. Look at the place. It's packed.
Oh, you're playing against 7-year-olds?
Crazy. No, I was.
Yeah. Boy, was it the Stevie Wonder League? 10 goals.
Paul, we were foot hockey, a little different. Not as tough as ice hockey, of course. And NBA action, Big D. Game 1, Western Conference Finals, Oklahoma City hosting the San Antonio Spurs. Actually, good matchup. I mean,
that's basically the NBA title.
Well, you said that. Knicks fans aren't going to want to hear that. But Thunder are a 6.5-point favorite, Big D. That game tips off 8:30 p.m., so we'll have that coming up.
They're how much favored?
6.5-point favorites, OKC.
I think it's 16.
I didn't. No, you're hearing things. No, 6.5. Okay.
Well, I'm old.
I'll tell you one thing. If you got up to go get a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, that Ronda Rousey fight, I mean, I stayed home. I watched the whole darn card. And I'll tell you, there was some great fights at the beginning of the card. They didn't last long either, but there was some good fights. Ngannou, I'll get into that in a moment. But Ronda Rousey defeats Gina Carano in 17 seconds, and they're saying Netflix thriller. I don't know about that. Warner Todd Houston of Breitbart. Ronda Rousey fans witnessed an epic win Saturday when she forced former MMA fighter Gina Carano to tap out after only 17 seconds. Neither Rousey nor Carano has entered the ring in years. Rousey hasn't fought in nearly 10 years, and Carano moved on from the game 17 years ago. There's no way she was going to win. That was easy money, that bet. But if Rousey just fought her last round, she went out as a winner, Fox News reported. Rousey was in command of the bout from the very beginning, charging in at Carano, securing a clinch, performing a perfect judo takedown. You see it right here, delivering a few quick jabs to the face. She wanted none of that. And then deploying her famed armbar, causing Carano to tap out quickly before she really even had a chance to make any moves of her own. And actually, Rousey said if she had to, she would have broke her arm if she didn't tap out. She was going to break her arm for her. So unbelievable there. And it was a cute clip at the end there. Ronda Rousey, they asked her, obviously, you got Jake Paul there. He's looking to make money with his new MVP. They want to give the MMA a run. I'll tell you, the audience, there was nobody in the audience. I don't know what the numbers were. I didn't see the final Netflix numbers. But then again, it's Netflix. You pay $20-something a month. It's not a true pay-per-view event, in my opinion.
I mean, none of these leagues are going to challenge MMA. I mean, come on.
No, absolutely not. And I agree with you, Big D. But she did have a good comment at the end when she was asked if she's going to fight again, being just get back in there with the younger ladies. And cut 14, Aaron, if you could just, I know there's a couple of bleeps in there, but if you have that cut there.
I said she's my hero. And just thank you for everything. And thank you for bringing me back home.
I do wonder, and I'll ask you the same question I asked you earlier in the week. It was so quick. Is there any chance we could see more of this? I think everyone wants to see more of you competing. You look so good, so dominant out there. Listen to this crowd. Look at the reception you've had since coming back to MMA. Is there any chance we'll leave that door a little bit open?
There's no way I could have ended it better than this. I want to have some more babies, and I got to get cooking.
I got to have some more babies. I got to get cooking. Right. And Francis Ngannou looked very impressive, although his opponent wasn't too impressive. That guy, Linz, that was that was a cakewalk. And Mike Perry, I mean, the job that he did was unbelievable as well. There was a bloodbath. I don't know if you got to see any of that Big D, but Nate Diaz, his face looked like a stuffed pig. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, it's at this point, these guys, though, it's like, I mean, I don't know.
Is it a money grab?
It's like, yes. Do a better job with your money so you don't have to keep doing this because you're getting old and boring.
Yeah. I know. Well, it is what it is. And we dropped the ball on Friday night. We didn't pick that. Obviously, we had the Preakness in Laurel, Maryland. Napoleon Solo holds off Iron Honor to win the Preakness. We had Kevin here and everything. He probably could have gave us the trifecta. We could have went to OTB on Saturday and cashed out. So, but anyway, that was the win on Saturday.
Solo. What horse is that?
Napoleon Solo.
Did Napoleon Solo run in the Derby?
Last I knew, he worked in a bakery, Italian bakery.
And hence the problem with horse racing, as we discussed, when you can't have the Derby winner run because you have to do this back stuff nonsense.
Yeah,
what horse is that?
It certainly isn't Golden Tempo, who we really didn't know who that was either going in. I mean, I hadn't really heard of that horse. I mean, the only one I knew about had a line on that was Kevin, right? But trainer Chad Summers wants a shot at the Kentucky Derby winner, Golden Tempo. So it looks like we're calling each other out. Maybe there'll be a head-to-head, Big D, with the I'm not going to call it the Belmont. It's actually going to be called the Saratoga, I guess, this year, right? But we shall see what happens there. And Yeah, I know. Really, I forgot it was even on. You believe it? I was so fixed on. I knew I had the Netflix fight, and I was doing some stuff during the day. And when it's not a Triple Crown, unfortunately for me, they lose me. I don't know about you guys. Were you guys check it out? Missed it?
Didn't even think about it.
I heard it about 10 after 7, and I was like, oh, geez, I missed. And that's a wrap in Sports, Big D. Back to you.
All right, Slick. Very good. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell. LFS6B is a promo code to use. It says here that this horse came in at 7-1.
Okay.
And had finished 5th in its last 2 races. It doesn't say one of those 2 races was the Kentucky Derby, so I don't think this horse even raced in the Derby.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It came, like I said, came out of nowhere, basically.
Yeah. Right.
Chip Poncho, the 11-1 was 3rd. Chip Poncho, another household name.
All right, 24 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Let's kick off the news with Mr. Nolan. Mr. Nolan, what's going on?
A lot of you saw this, but there was an active shooter threat over in San Diego, Islamic Center. They were neutralized after a massive police response. What we know is San Diego police responded Monday afternoon to reports of an active shooter at the Islamic Center. Authorities said the threat at the mosque has been neutralized after a large SWAT emergency response. Children from nearby schools were evacuated as police established the perimeter. And officials, including Mayor Todd Gloria, urged residents to avoid the scene as the investigation continues. Pretty wild. We are seeing the Democrats are cashing in on this religious shooting, and it's being politicized. Don't let any tragedy go to waste, as Hakeem Jeffries is weighing in. We must crush Islamophobia and the hate that's fueling it. I don't ever remember him ever standing up for the Christian children, but I could be mistaken. Same with Shapiro, governor in Pennsylvania. So it's the typical stuff. Gavin Newsom chiming in on we got to stop the Islamic hate. It seems to me there's a one-way street on this sort of thing.
All right, 26 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. We'll kick off some headline news. Rick Delgado, when we get back right after this.
For all the most part, look at Montreal. The place is packed to the ceiling. It's spilled out into. This line goes all the way down to Toronto.
But this is Buffalo. They're doing the same thing, though.
Oh, that's Buffalo outside.
Yeah, they're both crazed fans.
So could you believe the Bell Center? It didn't rafters. They couldn't say that at the MVP fights the other night.
Chat live in the chat.
Can you refresh my memory? What was that? What even is that Friday night? What was that about?
It's about men being beat up on by women.
Oh.
Fox News just dropped an article. Caitlin Clark dropped 22 points, 10 assists after WNBA used Raven Johnson in Fever promo graphic. Raven Johnson played 17 minutes off the bench.
0 points.
0 points.
Zilch.
Jesus.
She's really good at turnovers.
Oh, my God.
I'd love to see her win the championship this year. She's been banged up, though, right? Oh, obviously. But, you're right, Rick. She can make a fortune overseas. Play for, like, Italy or Greece or any of those teams. And be treated like a queen.
Yeah.
And the rules there, they don't allow a lot of, mauling people in the European leagues. Get the Euro step.
How's that again? You look like Spencer Pratt.
Euro step. Obi-Wan Kenobi of the Knicks. Knicks are fired up. When do they go?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, the Knicks.
OG's back.
But this is a favorable matchup now, right?
Is this game? Where is this game in Cleveland?
For sure.
Starting in
Knicks with a 3 seed. All right, Cleveland was the higher seed. Oh, that's good for the Knicks.
So I did a little data research on rust versus rest in the NBA.
Knicks are the higher seed.
higher seed always gets the home game.
Home game starts.
Yeah, no, I know that. No kidding. I know. I misspoke. No, Cleveland was the higher seed. I mean, they were like number 6 and number 7, not number 3. That's what I was saying.
So I did a little rust versus rest data.
Yeah, lower seed.
You know, they say in hockey, teams that come off a 4-0 sweep and then face a team in Game 7.
Yeah, Game 7 team in Game 1 probably, right?
Kicks butt for hockey because it's a speed timing game. Basketball, exact opposite. Basketball, rest, always helpful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is pretty wild.
See, I would play the opposite in Game 1. I think they'll be rusty.
Man, maybe just for me, hockey's got its whole timing.
Baseball.
All right, 30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B on Real America's Voice. Glad you're in. Slick's doing sports. Delgado is doing main headlines here in a second. Paul Nolan's doing some news as well. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always. Aaron back from her big trip to Washington, D.C. this weekend for Freedom. What was it? No, not Freedom 250.
Well, it was a Freedom 250 event rededication on the National Mall.
Okay. How was the music, Aaron? I saw a lot of this was focused around the performances. How were they?
The music was excellent. The quality was really good. Everyone was having the mall. If you saw any of the footage, I mean, it was full. Everyone was, praising, worshiping. Honestly, it was beautiful, and the music was excellent. Everyone was really, really good. They had a bunch of choirs, a bunch of different solo acts. It was really great.
Oh, I heard that wasn't the only thing that was beautiful there.
All right, good.
There was a lot of beautiful things.
Okay, very good. 30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Let's do some headline news. Rick Delgado's got it. Delgado, what's going on?
All right.
Actually, no. Let's not do headline news.
Okay.
Pivot.
Let's pivot. Let me see here. My eyes are so bad. It's just ridiculous. Fake news guys like you. I actually think it's treasonous. Trump clashes with New York Times' David Sanger. That is the basis of tonight's diaper diplomacy. Roll it, Aaron.
What are the use of repeating the bombing? You did it for 38 days. No, we did. And you did not get the political changes in Iran. I had a total military victory. But the fake news, guys like you, write incorrectly. You're a fake guy. And guys like you write about it incorrectly. We had a total military victory. We knocked out their entire Navy. We knocked out their entire Air Force. We knocked out all of their anti-aircraft weaponry. We knocked out all of their radar. We knocked out all of their leaders, number one. And then we knocked out all of their leaders in the 2nd Division. And we knocked out numerous of their leaders in the 3rd Division. And they're very confused. We've had a total victory, except like people like you that don't write the truth. You should write. I actually think it's sort of treasonous what you write, but you and the New York Times and CNN, I would say, are the worst. On another wall, should know better. Your editors tell you what to write, and you write, and you should be ashamed of this. Because of another wall. And you may actually think it's treason. When you write like they're doing well militarily and they have no Navy, no Air Force, no anti-anything. By the way, we knocked out 85% of their manufacturing for missiles. We knocked out everything. We haven't knocked out other than one bridge that we did because they misbehaved. But we have bridges we could knock out. We could knock out their bridges and their electrical capacity within 2 days. We can knock out the whole thing. And then I read the New York Times and they act like they're doing well. Everybody does it. That's when your subscribers are way down. The Times subscribers are way down because of this thing.
Wow, he went off on it.
Okay, David Sanger's having a good day.
Open the door, let me out.
I feel like he's too nice
off the plane.
Parachute here.
He should be. He's too nice to them.
He is.
Yeah. They are propagandists. I read they're just constantly rooting for America to lose. They're demoralizing.
Terrible.
Meanwhile, Obama breaks wind. He's like, it's the greatest victory in history.
It's the greatest windbreak ever.
That's it.
It's just
All right, let's do the news now. Headline news.
Now
Rick Delgado's got it. What's going on, Delgado?
All right. Well, let's go right to Iran, since the president was just talking about it, as the U.S. rejects new Iranian proposal to end the war. According to this from The Hill, the U.S. is again and President Trump have rejected an Iranian proposal to end the conflict between the two countries. According to this new report earlier today, that Tehran offered a revised peace proposal that the White House shot down and didn't even need a plane to do it, per top their American official and another source close to the matter. Reuters also reported Monday that the Iranians had transmitted a fresh peace proposal to Washington featuring terms seemingly close to those that the Americans have rejected in the past. So they're just kind of rehashing the same crap, thinking that we're going to take it this time. Not like the previous administrations. This one is not going to fall for it. And on Sunday, President Trump advised Iran that the clock is ticking as peace talks between Washington and Tehran seem to be at a standstill. Here is White House Deputy Press Secretary Anna Kelly on what's going on with Iran and where the White House sees this. Cut number 1. Check this out.
Iran has a number of problems on their hands because President Trump holds all the cards. They have been absolutely decimated militarily. They're now being strangled economically by Operation Economic Fury. And now they're more isolated than ever before. Look at some of those individual countries that are mentioned in that truth post. These are countries that tragically were brought into this conflict by no fault of their own and attacked by this rogue Iranian regime. And they are fed up with what is happening.
Yeah, so there you have it from the White House, according to the Deputy Press Secretary, that the clock is ticking for Iran and time is of the essence, according to President Trump. As he says, for Iran, the clock is ticking and they better get moving fast or there won't be anything left of them. Time is of the essence, something that he posted on Truth Social.
Yeah. I mean, again, I know I'm going to get a ton of emails here, but I don't care. We've heard this... There seems to be a cycle we're in, and it's seemingly a cycle we keep hearing replayed out. And there's been continued warnings about time is ticking. And then the next thing is, okay, destruction is coming. And then destruction doesn't come, and it's, we're holding off. And this is seemingly now happened. And as we said, I mean, I can count the times I've said the Iranian regime looks at time as survival. I've said it over and over and over again, and somehow they continue to find more time. I mean, so I don't know what you guys think of this, but what does it say that he's getting asked this by our Arab friends, and clearly they must either be worried about retaliation from Iran and whether the U.S. can protect them, but they've got to be worried about something to make this kind of request. And for Trump to say, okay, we'll hold it off, and maybe we'll hold off forever, he said today, with Mark Cuban.
Right. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what the holdup might be. There might be some back channel negotiations that are being worked out. Who knows? I
just feel like we keep hearing the same thing every time, every couple weeks.
But again, this also kind of shoots down this, President Trump, he just wants to go in there and blow things up.
Yeah.
Actually, he doesn't. He's trying to go the diplomatic route.
That's what I was going to.
And he's anytime he sees an inkling, right? Anytime he sees an inkling, it's like, is there a possible chance I don't have to use the military? Yeah, let's take that chance. So it seems like maybe he's deferring to that. Anytime you can go against Lindsey Graham, I'd say is a good thing. Because Lindsey Graham is like, no, let's annihilate them now.
Yeah,
right.
Let's take Saudi Arabia while we're at it.
Yeah, exactly. Lindsey Graham's a lunatic. You don't want to put his little britches into a twist.
Maybe
and get
not
him going.
Maybe not. Okay, let's whatever you just said. But I think there are more and more people though that are getting to the point of let's just finish this.
There is the implication.
I mean, I don't know what Lindsey. I'm sorry, Paul. I don't know what Lindsey Graham is saying. Whatever if that's a quote you just gave or whatever. But maybe they're not at Lindsey Graham like there's never been a war they don't like him. But but a lot of people are getting to the point where they're like, this seems to be a pattern, and why don't we just finish this?
To what cost? Where you have to go in and nation build, eviscerate and obliterate everything, and then kill mass casualties. Finish what? You know what I mean? So maybe we just got to, like you said, even earlier in the year,
finish it like
we got to trust
Finish it like, let's take out whatever we have to take out that's remaining, because some of the numbers disagree with some of the things we've heard, like what percentage of their ability to launch missiles is taken out, what percentage of what they have has been taken out, what percentage of what is at the bottom of what sea. Why don't we just finish it so it's close to 100% of everything destroyed, and then when we find out what they're doing with Fordo, what we're doing with Natanz, what we're doing with the enriched uranium, and let's end it. I think that's what they mean. Not go in nation build and do all this nonsense. No one's ever talked about that.
Well, let's go get the big dog Trump on the phone, D.
Well,
let's just ask him. Come on, you got connections.
Well, Lindsey Graham, let's see. There's a few different quotes here floating around. Let's see. We've hit a wall on a deal. Let's make them hurt more.
I don't think there's a deal ever to be made. If you don't start from that premise, then that's probably why you're caught in this cycle. I don't think there's a deal. Does anyone actually legitimately think there's a deal where they throw up the white flag and say, okay, yeah, come on in? I mean, what does a deal mean? What's a deal look like?
I think a deal is not with this regime. Maybe he's waiting for them to rise up and finally take these people out.
Again, time.
I don't know.
He'll be gone before that happens, by the way.
Lindsey Graham is saying that the U.S. needs a strong response. And the idea of creating a circle of death around Iran's nuclear sites. So you see where he's coming from. He wants a circle of death.
Circle of death.
That's Lindsey Graham.
A thriller?
Whoa. Anyhow.
I mean, if you think there's a deal to be made, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't think there's a deal to be made, put a 2 in the chat.
A deal to be made with who? We don't even know.
I think that's the problem.
That's the point.
So,
who are we dealing with?
What is the thing that we
are we dealing with? Pakistan? We're not dealing with Pakistan. Do they benefit more if they drag this on?
We have no idea what the truth is or what's going on. Unfortunately, it's the endless amount of propaganda from every single direction. How can we even pretend to know how this is going to unfold? I don't know.
Yeah, the twos are overwhelming. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I personally not crazy about the cycle of
hurry up and wait.
Well, no, I saw a graphic on it actually. I thought was kind of nailed it. I don't know where it is now, but I don't know, this cycle of kind of threat, it's coming. Okay, I'm holding off because of somebody else, and then it's time is ticking again. They better hurry up. This is not acceptable. Okay, now we're going again, and it's destruction as of this time, and then I'll go, wait, I'm calling it off, and it's just this circle of kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, Delgado, what else?
Let's see. Also, President Trump dropped a lawsuit against the IRS earlier today, seeking $10 billion in damages for the leak of his tax returns. In response, they made a deal to come up with a $1.7 billion fund to take care of the people that have been prosecuted by the government. Basically, a $1.7 billion compensation fund for the political allies who've been investigated under Democratic predecessor Joe Biden, and of course the weaponization of the justice system. Here is cut number 2. Here's cut CNN reporting the details of that fund. Cut 2. Check this out.
The acting attorney general saying the fund will have the power to issue formal apologies and monetary relief owed to claimants. Submissions of claims are voluntary, and they also say here there are no partisan requirements to file a claim. Now, the deadline to file a claim is December 15th, 2028, so that would be shortly after the next presidential election, but before the next president takes office.
Yeah, the Truth and Justice Commission, as it's called, for individuals who believe they were unfairly pursued by the Biden administration, include hundreds of Trump supporters who were prosecuted for their involvement in January 6th in the Capitol, as well as people like, Rudy Giuliani might be able to seek some redemption for how they came after him.
Justice for Rudy.
We'll see.
All right, live from Studio 6B. We'll do some more sports with Slick. More news coming up. Slick, I think I found your long-lost brother. He's getting ready for the Knicks game tomorrow night.
Oh.
All right, we're back right after this.
What is Spike Lee wearing?
Did he have a hat on too?
He did. No, he had on. I don't know what color the hat was. Do we know what color the hat was?
Looks like yours tonight, honestly.
Whoa, look out. Yes. Yeah, he's more purple. I got 85 suits that color in my closet, but I wore lavender today. I exaggerated. Not 85, but at least half a dozen. You watched the PGA Championship yesterday, Big D. Wasn't much to watch there either.
There wasn't much to watch there?
I thought Ray would kind of.
I heard
I felt like he was way ahead of it.
Crazy setup.
I'll tell you, not only that, but the putts were horrible too. I mean, like that.
That's what I mean. The setup was the pin placements and everything were nuts.
And the balls kept going like to the left.
Putting on glass.
Yeah. It was really, You know what was funny? A lot of the balls died too. Like they died like a foot or two below. Like you would think these guys are such pros, right? They were coming up short like 2 feet on a putt that was maybe 18 feet. You know? I was like, what? It just was strange. Aaron Ray was good, man.
I couldn't help.
Like a nice guy. Good for him.
That kid Smiley, I was rooting for. He just crumbled. I
he did.
On Saturday, then Sunday I only caught up late.
He had a bad day yesterday. He really did.
I heard there was like a 65-foot putt somebody dropped.
He dropped it on 7.
Yeah, it was Ray, right?
Yeah.
That was the shot of the match. That summed it all up. But he was already
up 3. Then he went up 3.
Yeah, he was at 9 at that point. 9 under. Ray is, he's a nice guy. You're right.
This game's over, right?
No.
2-0?
No.
3-0. It's over.
3-0 is done. They, you know what?
I call this a next goal game because if Buffalo gets the next goal, makes it 2-1, the momentum will be cranking.
The crowd's there. Yep. Paul, they just missed jamming one in. It was sitting on the corner. It came off hard, quick bounce off the boards, and the guy just couldn't get a stick. He just almost popped it in. Now, I want to see Buffalo win. Montreal, forget that. He won enough. Yeah, it's like rooting for the Celtics. Unless you live in Boston, you're not rooting for that team. Or, you're a fan of the team.
Let's go Habs.
And Tage Thompson is he's a Trump guy, and he's a Christian, and he gets ripped into by the libtards. So I want him to win just because he was so instrumental in the gold medal. And
of course, Governor Hochul will claim that she won it for them because she's from Buffalo, Meanwhile, she's getting railroaded right now.
Blaming Trump, don't worry.
I know. Somebody just told me that. I was at a meeting. She's blaming Trump for what the hell's he got?
Live from Studio 6B on a Monday. Brand new week, May 18th. Glad you're in. Slick's doing sports. Delgado's doing main headlines right now. Paul Nolan's got some more news coming up. Aaron and Fran holding it down. As always on a Monday. Glad you're in. Everybody in the chat wherever you're watching. Facebook, Rumble, X, YouTube. Make sure you follow Real America's Voice on all their socials at Real AM Voice. And, of course, live from Studio 6B at LFS6B, pretty much everywhere, at LFS6B Show on Instagram. Good to see all of our friends in the chat. Chat is lively tonight, which we always love to see. On X, Facebook, Rumble, like I said, everywhere. Getter, all of our friends there as well. Let's get back to the headline news. Delgado's got it. What's going on in California?
The L.A. mayor's race is getting better and better, Damon. Spencer Pratt is cranking things up. And though
he's got a shot to win or what?
He's got a legit
real shot, like real.
We're headed for a runoff. And if it's the two of them, he's going to win.
It could be. Because Karen Bass and the Democrats are now afraid. They're scared of Spencer Pratt, that's coming from the Washington Examiner, as he is unlikely to win the Los Angeles mayor's race given the partisan lean of the city. But his chances continue to rise as evidence of how terrified Karen Bass is of Pratt's candidacy and how she's floundering to try to fend him off. She's talking about, giving out teeth to meth heads, you name it. She's looking for anything.
Invisalign, here we come.
She's looking for anything to try to save her mayorship. Here is cut number 3. I'll let you see this. We're not allowed to play the audio, but it's the latest Pratt Prince of Bel-Air campaign video that he put together, that he does a little rapping. He basically raps through the whole thing, a spoof of the Prince of Bel-Air.
Yep.
Will Smith show from the 90s.
Sure.
And it just hits a home run. And you're seeing it from the right and the left, people commenting on his media blitz. And it's not even so much him. He has a lot of fans who are creating this stuff for him as well. Here is another campaign video he did. This one's cut number 4, basically spoofing off Disney magic. Cut number 4. Check this out.
I mean, I was kind of freaked out. 150% fiction. His social media is now taking on a violent turn.
Okay, Karen, you want no violence?
Watch this. Doozy of a dookie. On the sidewalk. Hello, Doozy of a dookie.
They did it on Long Island.
Just a wave of my stick to finish the trick. Crappity poopity poo.
Crappity poopity poo.
Oh man,
dookity doo. You name it. He used all the childlike poopy references he could fit into that quick little Disney fan-made Disney Pratt type of campaign ad. Plus, you got a couple of fan-made things here. Here's cut number 5, fan-made one with Mayor Bass. Again, no audio on this one. Check this out. She's handing out syringes to more of the LA's finest. Look at this.
You get a syringe, and you get a syringe.
Yeah, you get a syringe.
She's handing out syringes and teeth.
Teeth.
Wow.
They all put them in. And again, this is all stuff fan-made. Here's another great one. This is basically Thunderdome.
Okay.
And it's got some great visuals on it. It's about a minute long, and you can find this. I retweeted this one as well.
Is he using Tina Turner's song?
Is this all licensed music that we can't play?
It's probably Tina Turner, right? Beyond the Thunderdome. Yeah.
I figured.
But some of these things are super, super effective, especially in L.A.
Tina Turner.
So people are responding to this, and that's why Karen Bass, as you see her playing the Tina Turner role there, they're a little nervous about the momentum that Pratt is undeniably gaining as the campaign draws to the runoff. So I think they got about 2 weeks till they vote. But the top 2 go to the finals, as they say.
We don't need another Karen.
Yeah, exactly. There he is. He found the water that they needed for the fires.
Whoa, look at Slick. That's some suit he's got. I think I have that suit at home.
Yeah.
All right.
I know I have that suit.
All right. 8 minutes till the hour, live from Studio 6B. Paul Nolan's got some more news as well. What's going on, Paul?
Another step in the positive of the cultural, I guess you could say, pushback. Texas hospital to launch a youth detransition clinic, fire doctors, and $10 million in settlements over transgender treatments. So the largest children's hospital in the United States will create the country's first detransition clinic to undo gender-affirming treatments for transgender youth and fire 5 doctors who perform the procedures and settle a joint investigation by the state and President Trump's administration. The U.S. Justice Department and AG Ken Paxton, a Republican, said in a separate announcements that the Texas Children's Hospital in Houston would also pay $10 million for allegedly billing the state's Medicaid program for gender-affirming treatment prohibited by the state. Paxton's office said the settlement is the result of a years-long investigation into 1,000-bed hospital practices, including allegedly using false billing codes when seeking Medicaid reimbursements. The Texas Children's Hospital in a statement said it would be compliant with all laws. The hospital said it was settling the investigation to protect our resources from endless and costly litigation and return to focusing on patient care. How novel. You're going to
focus on patient care.
Patient care. What
at the Children's Hospital.
What a wonderful idea, you animals. Anyway, civil rights groups are pushing back. They're condemning the settlement, saying it plays politics over sound medical practice. But they're libtards and they're transbob wannabes, and We don't care what they say. This is a good step in the right direction.
All right, very good. 7 minutes till the hour. 53 past the current hour. Let's do some sports. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell. Slickster, what's going on?
All right, Big D. Game 7 update from Buffalo. Canadians continue to lead 2-0 with about 12:22 to go there in the second period. And we need a score from Buffalo here. They're trying. Spurs and Thunder. Spurs are out to a quick lead, 12-7. Victor Wembanyama with 6 points. 6:48 to go there in the first over the Thunder. It is a Game 1. Major League Baseball scores. Marlins 12-0 over the Braves. Pitchers duel there. Bottom of the sixth. Another pitchers duel. Rays 15-4 over the Orioles. Reds lead the Phillies 4-3. Bottom of the eighth. Top 4 Guardians over the Tigers 4-1. Guardians playing good ball. Mets 5-3 over the Nationals. Mets coming off a big win yesterday. That's in the bottom of the 7th there over the Yankees. And Yankees trail the Blue Jays 5-3. Top of the 6th. Coming off a rough loss to your New York Mets yesterday. You guys see that game? Unbelievable.
Did you hear the announcer got in hot water with laughing at them?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What, the Chisholm thing or no?
Yeah, well, there was some kind of egregious error, and the announcer was laughing at the Mets like we stink, and they were talking about it on the Fan today.
And guess what happened? And Aaron Ray pulls away from loaded field to win PGA Championship. Mark Schleyback of ESPN Sports, Newton Square, Pennsylvania. Until Sunday, Aaron Ray was best known for being the PGA Tour golfer who played with 2 gloves. Now Ray will be remembered as the first English-born golfer to win the PGA Championship in more than a century after his stunning victory at Aronimink Golf Club. In a final round in which none of the game's biggest stars seemed capable of taking control, Ray finally did and won the Wanamaker Trophy after 5 under 65. His 72-hole total of 9 under 271 was 3 strokes better than John Rahm and Alex Smalley. I know, Paul, you were rooting for him yesterday, right? And Ray said he wasn't aware of England's 107-year drought without a PGA Championship until Saturday. Did you realize that, Big D? Over 100 years since an Englishman won the PGA Championship? Yeah, extremely proud, Ray said. There's a lot of incredible and historic English players over those 100 years who have gone on to achieve incredible things and had phenomenal careers. But to this event, and then to be the first one to have done it in a long time from England is an amazing thing and something to be extremely proud of. So good job, Aaron Ray. And he's a good guy. Good to see him win that. Rapping sports.
And it's a wrap on Hour 1. Hour 2 coming up live from Studio 6B on a Monday. We're back right after this. At the end of the segment.
Yeah.
What's going on in the YouTube chat? We have Lurch. We got Marilyn. Marisak. Sorry, but that broke spoke. We got Glenn Irvin. What's up, Tony? Tony J. Ruby Ivy's in the house. What else we got? We got Nina. What's happening? Sheila and what's that? Sheila Van Dyke. Oh, nice. I wonder if she's related to the great Dick Van Dyke.
He was great.
He was great, man. His timing was fantastic. Lorraine Donato, that's my buddy. Caleb Allen. Oh, Jersey Girl. What's going on, Jersey Girl? How you doing?
Where did Delgado disappear to?
There's popcorn over there, and he can't control himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time you come
Damon is who he is, not going to change. Lots of good with the downer. He started the show years ago. What the hell does that mean? What have I been down about tonight?
Everything.
Oh.
What's up, Bill Moore? Randy Smith.
Update.
That's Sweden, Jersey Girl. I'm your second favorite builder. I'll take it.
Good friend. We'll be at 1 a.m. We're locked in.
Whoa, Steve Smith. We're not flirting. We're just being kind. How you doing, you handsome bastard?
I'm having popcorn. So is Delgado. He's stuffing his face with something. What are you stuffing now?
Kettle corn.
Kettle corn, yeah.
Wonderful.
What's up, Brian Belfort? How's it going, my brother? See, Nina loves you. She says, I love Damon.
Who's that?
Look at him. He doesn't even know.
Nina Trowick. She loves
Nina.
you. How could she not? You're a breath of fresh air.
You have a resting grumpy face, man, he says to me. Okay.
Randy Smith. What's up, Marina Miller?
Don't go changing. Try and please me.
So I'm down. Oh. Would you say that Billy Joel was a good songwriter?
Billy Joel? Yeah. Songwriter?
Yeah, so four New York Times nerds. But his piano playing wasn't fantastic?
No.
What are you talking about?
Just what I said. His piano playing was...
Oh, so wasn't Liberace good?
No. Most people were not Liberace good.
This Memorial Day weekend, it's more than an event. It's a celebration of the United States of America and the people who love her. Join Real America's Voice and Real America's Music for Celebrate Freedom, a one-of-a-kind live broadcast and concert experience at the iconic Marty B's in Dallas, Texas. From 4 to 9 p.m., patriots from across the country will come together for an unforgettable night, honoring faith, freedom, and the spirit that makes this nation strong. The entire event is live, kicking off with a powerful hour of worship, followed by a national broadcast hosted by Bo Davidson, featuring voices you trust like Ben Berkwam, and building into a full concert experience. With performances from artists Wynn Williams, Inside Out, and Ram artists Deep Hawk, Natasha Owens, Celeste Kellogg. Tickets are free, but you must register, and they will go fast. Scan the QR code now to lock in your spot before they're gone. Celebrate Freedom, presented by Patriot Mobile and Preborn. Let's celebrate America together.
Television sounds funny in the evening, you're watching live from Studio 6B.
All right, hour 2, much to do, live from Studio 6B, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Slickster's here, he's still going to do some sports. Delgado's still here. He's going to do some headline news. Paul Nolan's got some headlines as well. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always. Good to see everybody in the chat.
I see that.
Honey K on X says, Elton sang at Rush Limbaugh's wedding. Oh, sang, I think you said, at Rush Limbaugh's wedding. Yeah. Did you ever hear Elton asked about Trump when he called him little rocket man? He thought it was great.
Yeah.
Elton's pretty laid back. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
So... People arguing with me about Billy Joel's piano playing ability. I mean,
well, you were talking about that in the break.
He's the piano man.
Billy Joel was a very serviceable piano player for what he did. But as on par of when you say piano players like Liberace or Herbie Hancock,
Little Richard,
Bruce Hornsby, or Billy Joel is not considered a great piano player. Billy Joel is a good piano player for what he did. He's a fantastic songwriter, musician, but serviceable piano player, I think, is a fair, and I think he would agree with that, by the way.
And he's the entertainer.
He is the entertainer, and he is the piano man. He is a great songwriter, one of the greats ever.
What about somebody like John Valby?
John Valby's getting past what he does. Yeah. He's a good piano player. People sing Liberace and they think you want to touch my gown. And
I wish my brother
Liberace was a hell of a piano player. Victor Borga, hell of a piano player. Real piano players.
So who's the best in your opinion, besides one of these wingdings with a PhD from Harvard guy that you're going to bring up? Who's the best ever?
Wingding.
Wing ding?
A guy that we never heard of. This audience doesn't want to hear about, Bill.
But I asked about Rick
from the,
What about John Lord from Deep Purple or Rick Wakeman from Yes? Those guys were as good as it got.
Well, those were like piano players or like keyboardists?
Yeah,
they were both. Because if you could play a keyboard, you can play a piano. No?
There's a big difference.
Big difference.
Thank you, Fran.
I can play a keyboard tie.
There is.
So what you're going to try to tell me, a guy who can play the keyboard as well as anybody in the world can't play the piano as well?
Can play it good, but
I don't know. I'm not saying it.
I find that to be hard.
They lean on the notes a little longer on the keys.
A lot of keyboard stuff could be one hand. Depends what you're playing.
Right.
Depends what you're playing. I saw Billy Joel and Elton John at Giant Stadium in 1994. Incredible, Chrissy Cat 64 says.
Dueling pianos. That was a dueling piano tour.
Billy Joel was a fantastic performer, too. I mean, he still is.
Yeah,
I talk to him like it's past.
Of course he would.
I've probably seen him 20 times.
I never was crazy about him. But
Billy Joel?
I never was. He's a great artist. I respect him, but that wasn't really my style,
Well,
we know your style.
We got scenes from a Chinese restaurant, dog on the left, cat on the right. Either one could be on the menu tonight. That's what I call writing.
Slick.
By the way, since you're talking about music, and I know we got to get the news, but I sent
we
you
don't
this
have to get the news.
I sent you that clip of Eric Church's UNC commencement. How did you
10
like that?
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Wasn't that great?
What a message and the way to tie it all together.
Yeah.
That is a 10 out of 10 commencement speech. Brilliant, quite frankly. Brilliant the way he did it, the way he tied it together, what he said, the way he tied it to music, to his guitar, some of the analogies he drew. I mean, just absolutely fantastic message. And he's, I guess, from there. And I'm actually not a huge fan of his. I mean, it's fine. The Chief. Not a huge fan of his music. I mean, I like it, but it doesn't rank up there with, some other country artists for me. But I thought that speech was absolutely fantastic. I'm seriously one of the best I can remember in a long time, commencement speeches by an artist of that stature. Not just go there and, just blow smoke.
Right.
I mean, really went there with, really thought it through. What a message it was. It was actually brilliant. So if you haven't seen that, Eric Church at the North Carolina graduation really was fantastic.
That was very good.
UNC commencement. It was
UNC
awesome.
commencement. Yeah,
it really
was awesome.
I sat down and watched the whole thing. I was like, man, he nails this.
Yeah,
he does.
He's a good artist.
The thought that was put into that, really, and he was quite the deliver. I mean, he really the way he's obviously we know he can perform, but man, the way he got out there and spoke and delivered it, it was really fantastic. So. All right, 6 minutes past the hour. Let's do some more news. We got a bunch of news to get to here. Delgado's got it all. What's going on, Delgado?
All right, Damon. Well, I know you don't think that this is going to add up to much in the end, but I figured I'd bring some of it to your attention anyway.
Okay.
Because every little bit counts. As
Subject matter is?
J.D. Vance warns blue state officials could face prison over billion-dollar fraud epidemic. I know it's not a T, but it is a B, and you need a bunch of B's before you get to the T's.
I'm more interested in the P word in this story than the B.
No, okay, me too. Vice President J.D. Vance predicted federal investigators will uncover criminal wrongdoing tied to alleged taxpayer-funded welfare fraud in states, including California. He told Fox News that the administration's anti-fraud task force is looking into whether government officials enabled the alleged scams. He warned that anyone who covered up the abuse ought to go to prison. Here is J.D. Vance, I should say, cut number 7. Here he is talking about that. Okay. Gavin Newsom on what he could have done to help stop the fraud. Cut number 7. Check this out.
Has Governor Gavin Newsom contacted you to assist you?
I think the only contact we've had with Gavin Newsom so far is him telling us that we're not allowed to stop the fraud, or in fact trying to sue us to stop the fraud. So no, we have not had a positive relationship with Gavin Newsom on this. But Kaylee, I say this with all transparency. I would love for that to change. I would love it if Gavin Newsom had a come to Jesus moment and said, you know what, I'm going to take this fraud issue seriously, because we would work with him. We've said that to everybody, Democrat or Republican. We want to work with you to root out the fraud, but you've actually got to help us out.
Yeah. So there it is. There's J.D. Vance. He said the federal government has shut down numerous fraudulent hospice centers and issued 22 subpoenas tied to an alleged fraud ring in Minneapolis. The task force also announced a 6-month freeze on new Medicare enrollments for hospice and home care providers. So that's a good thing as well. Now he says state officials who knew about the fraud and failed to act should face the consequences. He says, when I hear about a report that says a governor, that says to the governor, here's all the fraud, he doesn't do anything about it, I ask myself, was anybody engaged in criminal wrongdoing? Was anybody in this office engaged in criminal wrongdoing? That was according to what Vance said. And he's got some, I guess he referenced a Doge aspect to what they're doing in terms of trying to identify and locate the fraud. Mm-hmm. So it's a good start. And again, I know, Damon, it's only
won't change anything.
It's only billions.
I'll still stick to my story.
But when you add up the billions, they eventually get to trillions. So you just got to keep going after it, and you put some of these people in jail. You never know what else you might find.
When you were a little kid, they would tell you, save a penny a day. A penny saved is a penny earned. A billion saved is a billion earned, and a billion every day adds up. It's good business.
He says that's Trump change.
Exactly.
Well, again, my point only was that nothing's going to change the behavior, not the amount of money.
I disagree with that. I feel like there's a massive deterrent.
Yeah.
Okay. I think people are thinking twice about the scams they got running now.
Well, nothing's going to happen, so I guess it's not going to matter. So.
Well, let's see. ICE finds over 10,000 foreign students linked to OPT visa fraud scheme. That's another fraud.
Great. We shouldn't have that one for sure.
How much money is that?
Unfortunately, the White House doesn't agree.
So you got fraud there. You got fraud there. You got fraud in Minnesota. You got fraud in California. You got fraud all over the country. I think we need to keep adding up these B's until we get to the T. That'll make Dame happy.
Well, yeah. Well, 10 trillion here, 20 billion there, 10 billion there.
Oh, you get to a trillion. That's a lot.
Then you add to that Linda McMahon stepping up, and they're finding student loan fraud.
Yeah.
Here is cut number 8. Here's Linda McMahon talking about the student loan fraud they've stopped. Cut 8. Check this out.
I'm really proud of one of the things that we've done, and that is we've just really totally revamped the FAFSA program, which is the applications that students fill out, for student aid as they're going to college. But as like many things in the government, we found that there was a lot of fraud going on, that there were bots that were applying for these loans, there were ghost students, there were dead people who were getting these loans, etc. And so we really did enforce and tweak this entire system so that we have this real-time fraud identity now, and it's as simple as showing an ID, online to show who you are when you're applying for these loans. And last year we kept $1 billion of fraud money from going out.
Another billion right there. A billion schmillion.
You know what's interesting is that maybe it must be something different than I'm personally going through with a kid in college. It's hard to imagine how, going through this, what she describes there that they put a stop to, I don't even know where that part happens, where it even could happen. Paul, you went through this. I'm working with the people you recommended to me on the student loan stuff. I don't even see how where that along, I'm doing it actively right now.
Well, they were talking about
I don't even know where it happens.
They were saying bots were applying for the loans and just giving free money.
I know, but I'm going through the process of what has to happen. Even a bot, I don't know how you get it through. With all of the back and forth. With all the personalized stuff you have to do for it. It's right. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you know what? They're finding it. They're rooting it out. And hopefully it'll be enough to someday maybe you'll say, Damon, it was worth it. Glass half empty. Or glass half full.
It'll be worth it if the behavior changes, for sure. I'll be the first to say that.
If you guys want to play my Cut 16 on the way out, it's a short clip of Vance. It just fits right into this. If you guys want to bang that out, this we don't have to hit it up later. Give us Cut 16.
At the State of the Union, the president gave me a very cool job. He decided to make me in charge of the fraud task force that we've been going after in Washington. And every day people ask me, they'll say, is that a hard job? And the President of the United States will say, how are we doing finding fraud today? And I'll say, honestly, fighting fraud in Washington, D.C., it's a little bit like fishing in a barrel with a nuclear weapon. It is the easiest thing to find. Every single day, my staff will bring me new reports of the ways that you're being defrauded. And there are all these look, there's a simple principle that I have, which is if you are committing fraud against the American people, you ought to go to prison.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
If you are a public official and you're not fighting against fraud, you ought to have your money taken away because you should not be able to steal from all of you and give it to fraudsters.
All right, we're back right after this.
Chat live in the chat.
Mr. Nolan?
Yep, we're back in business. Where's my man, Panhandle Paul?
Come on now.
That's a fast second period.
Yeah, almost as fast as the show. But it's going to make the third period very interesting because Montreal's only come down once or twice and made any kind of attempt at anything offensive. They're kind of playing back on their heels, Montreal.
Slick, are you going to mention the PBR this weekend? John Crimber winning the championship at just 20 years old.
I wish I had the time, but I don't have that on my list. I got Conor McGregor. That was a big announcement, right? He's coming back. And Urban Meyer lost his lawsuit. That's his coming back as well. Nashville Super Bowl, Big D, 2030. We got to get to that. Come on now. We're going to do a show there.
We're going to Nashville?
And Tom Brady, Gucci fashion show. So, I don't know. PBR.
Dude, did you see him? Did you see a picture?
Yeah, he looks like the Tin Man when he walks.
What, Tom Brady get more
Gucci
Botox stuff? Or?
Kidding me? He's got so much Botox, he has a whole cattle ranch behind him. Tallow, coming in hot.
He really looked like one of those cakes you make. Like,
yeah.
He looked like
a cake.
Like he was so plastic looking.
PBR, Big D. No PBR tonight. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll get that tomorrow night. All right.
Yeah. Fired up for tomorrow night, Slick.
We love the PBR. We love the PBR. Pro Bowl Riders.
Did you see Mondami's first three? Not first three, but one of the three.
Yeah, I posted the clip. I was going to send it in, but there were 2 F-bombs in it. It was 5:30, and I didn't want to put Aaron through the beep factor. Noel, what's happening, buddy?
Hell is she laughing?
I knew she was going to say that.
That's a good one. Jabio thinks it's funny too.
We have a guest for 9:30? Who do we have?
Sound like the blues. 17 past the hour on a Monday. Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? Filed every year but still keep owing? Retired and got hit with a surprise tax bill? Business owner with a tax bill you can't afford? How about you took money early from a 401k and now you owe on that? Well, however your tax issue started, the result is most likely going to be the same. Your balance is not going down. The penalties are going to grow. Interest is going to compound, and many of you are now owing again this year with no plan in place. Stop what you're doing and call Tax Network USA. The IRS can garnish wages, levy bank accounts, and even take your home or your retirement with over 15 years in business. Tax Network USA has seen and resolved it all, helping taxpayers nationwide settle over $1 billion in tax debt. Call 1-800-905-8000, 1-800-905-8000, or visit tnusa.com/RAV. tnusa.com/RAV, 1-800-905-8000, 1-800-905-8000, or visit tnusa.com/RAV and see if our friends at Tax Network USA can help you out. tnusa.com/RAV. All right, live from Studio 6B on a Monday night. Let's do some sports. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell, MyPillow, LFS6B is the promo code to use. Slickster, what's going on?
All right, BD, just like that, we got a good one in Buffalo. Right, here we go, Key Bank Center. We got the Matthias Samuelson, defensive for Buffalo, lights the lamp at 13-19 to the second period to cut the lead in half, 2-1. And we're going to have a great third period coming up. 48 seconds to go. Second period not quite over, a couple of face-offs away, but it's going to be a great one down there. So Buffalo Sabres, look out. And, speaking of looking out, the Spurs right now up 36-29 over OKC on the road, 7:48 to go there in the second quarter. West Conference Finals Game 1. We will keep an eye on that as well. And, Urban Meyer, Big D, I guess you heard about that today, lost his lawsuit. He filed a grievance over a firing. This has now saved the Jaguars over $30 million. Michael DeRico of ESPN. Jacksonville, Florida, former Jaguars head coach Urban Meyer has lost his grievance against the team regarding receiving the balance of the remainder of his contract after his 2021 firing. This is an independent arbitrator ruled the Jaguars are able to fire Meyer with cause and would not have to pay him more than $30 million for the final 4 years of his contract, which he would have been due had the arbitrator ruled the Jaguars fired Meyer without cause, per the report. So unbelievable, Big D. A lot of money. He's going to be working on ESPN for a long while, so we shall see about that. And I'll tell you, the timing on this is strange. I thought the president, we would have had him for the 250 fight in D.C., but Conor McGregor books July 11th return against Max Holloway. This is Brett Okamoto of ESPN. Conor McGregor will return to competition for the first time in 5 years this summer. UFC CEO Dana White announced on Saturday. McGregor, 22-6, will face Max Holloway, 27-9, in a non-title welterweight bout at UFC 329 on July 11th in Las Vegas. The former two-weight UFC champion's return will take place after a 5-year layoff, almost to the date. McGregor's last appearance was a TKO loss to Dustin Poirier on July 10th of 2021. McGregor suffered a broken leg in the loss. I can't believe that was 5 years ago. It's unbelievable. I remember doing that on the show, that story, as he took a step backward in the final seconds of the first round. So we shall see, Big D. Would have liked to see him at the D.C. White House. I don't think you could get a bigger name than Conor McGregor coming down there, regardless of how long he's been out. He certainly isn't out 17 years like Carano, who had no business being in the ring. That was ridiculous.
Okay.
That's my rant for tonight.
Very definitive, Slick. Very good.
Although her dad, former Dallas Cowboy backup quarterback to Danny White, Glenn Carano, was there to give her a hug as she left the ring.
And what are your feelings on him?
He was, he never played much. Like his daughter, he didn't show up much. She was great, Gina Carano. She got a little start in the beginning. Glenn Carano was a backup.
She was good in Star Wars.
He was actually a scab. He played during the strike season, Glenn Carano. That was back in '87, a long time ago.
Did you like her in Star Wars?
I never watched Star Wars, so that's me. I'm not a Star Wars guy. The only Star Wars I watch is OG Juan Kenobi on the Knicks tomorrow night. That's a wrap in sports. Big D, back to you.
Okay. All right, Slick, with the very definitive sports report here on Live from Studio 6B, 21 past the hour.
Did you like her in Deadpool?
Who?
He doesn't know what I'm talking
No.
about.
Do you watch movies at all?
I do. I do.
You are aware of an invention called
I saw Devil Wears Nada 2. Devil Wears Prada 2, I saw.
Okay, what year was that? 2000?
No, it just came out.
2 just came out. I watched it a week ago Sunday. And I saw the Michael Jackson movie. Woo! That was good too. I like that movie. Okay. That was good stuff, man. I was singing that in the whole movie theater.
Do you watch any movies that men like?
Do I watch any movies that men like? No, I don't watch any He-Man, muscle car movies. Listen, Rambo.
Okay.
Take it easy.
All right. Do you have a favorite Michael Jackson song?
Shake Your Body Down to the Ground, which is actually the Jacksons that he played with his brothers. And then Human Nature by Michael Jackson would be my favorite song by him.
Human Nature is fantastic.
On the Thriller, one of the greatest songs ever.
Very good. All right, good. Sports brought to you by Mike Lindell. Let's do, I don't know, we're so behind. Let's do more news with Delgado because he's the one we're behind on. So
what?
No, it's not your fault. I'm just saying you're the one who's got the most to catch up on. So what else is going on?
Well, retired Navy Admiral Damon makes bombshell claim about UFOs and non-human intelligence controlling them. I'm so glad you came
let's
to
do
me,
some news with Paul Nolan.
This should be the top story of the
there we
night.
go. I knew it was you.
The military background brings extra gravity to claims about unexplained sightings in the sky and the ocean. There are very few topics in America that generate more attention these days than UFOs. One of the big reasons is why there's no clear answer to what's going on in the sky. Representative Tim Burchett also has plenty to say about this. Here he is, cut number 9, talking about the document release that the president ordered. Cut number 9, Tim Burchett, check this out.
Tell me all about the UFOs and the aliens.
Well, the problem we have right now is the deep state's fighting the president on releasing. He kept his word, and I suspect some of our not so friendly comrades in some of our alphabet agencies are slow walking a lot of the information. It's about power, it's about control, and that's kind of what runs Washington. Part of it's going to be that they're going to have to admit that they've been lying to us all these years. And there could be some cover-up of zero energy. There could be some other things.
Yeah, so there you have it, Representative Tim Burchett.
Did you listen to that?
There you have it. What was there?
Talking about how the government lies to us. I mean, that's not real news. We all know that the government's been lying to us. But this retired Navy admiral, he's an admiral, retired Rear Admiral Tim Gallaudet, is a leading voice when it comes to UAP phenomenon and thinks whatever's going on does not have a human explanation. He says,
of course he doesn't.
He says, I've not seen an alien, and we don't even, that's not really the best term in addition to extraterrestrial, because what we really don't know is where they come from, what their nature is, and again, their intentions. The term that's used, UAP, under the Disclosure Act and the Age of Disclosures film, is non-human intelligence. That I can say. I know we're aware of a higher order that's non-human intelligence that directs the movement of this phenomenon. I've not seen one, but then...
I've seen non-human intelligence.
Me too. I'm sitting right next to it. So anyhow, there you have it. Non-human entities is what he's saying.
Well, see, there you said it again.
Controlling what is up in the skies that we can't explain.
Wait, what happened to the ocean? I thought there was ocean too.
When you say there you have it, what do we have?
Well, that's his statement.
Oh,
that there's a non-human element that's controlling these.
We're going to make a statement about this.
I love how you just
can't explain it away.
You just keep marching through.
Yes,
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, my favorite Martian over here.
I love that Paul has really joined the right side of the bandwagon here on this one. So
Paul's definitely taking his hat off for this one.
I'm waiting.
Here's the question.
Yes.
What have we learned in your mind in the last, let's say, 6 weeks since President Trump pushed to do whatever he did, released whatever he... What new have we learned?
We've learned even more about what the government is hiding because they don't want to release it.
Sounds like a filibuster.
So you know it must be bad. He also talked about zero-point energy, which means...
Yeah, he brought that up.
Energy...
It's got to be monetized.
Exactly.
Big shots aren't going to live.
Nano. We'll be right back, Nano.
Paul is with
I'm just so proud of Delgado.
It's like pinata.
I could do that for 2 hours.
Delgado
it's like a pinata with a 2x4, no blindfold.
Rick, you just barrel straight through. You don't let all the chatter. You just keep on going like a real pro.
Just smash the brakes. I could keep doing that for 2 hours.
Same people that said, what do you call it? Contrails. Oh, no, it's just moisture. Just moisture burning off the engine.
And they turn it on, they turn it off. Moisture just comes and goes.
Moisture. There's laws in 26 states against moisture.
If I saw it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. I really wouldn't.
I see you with my own eyes.
Here we go. Here this comes to God. I just was waiting for the first comment of someone who takes it too seriously. Damon is such a smartass. He loves making fun of people.
They don't understand.
But he can't take it when somebody does it to him. Rocket SL on Rumble says. Yes, I'm very...
They're coming after you.
Me, I'm very thin-skinned, as you can tell.
You are.
Yeah.
Extremely.
Wow, that's a stretch there.
That's fantastic. That was so good.
He said that's a stretch.
David goes, yeah, I'm real thin-skinned. And he goes, yeah, that's a stretch.
Such a
fantastically done, dude. That was fantastic. That's good stuff.
Oh, this poor guest.
Is there a guest now?
I wish we could do that kind of... I wish we could do that segment for 2 hours. Just
Now,
so I can
is the
see
guest
every
the
person
doctor?
who takes it seriously.
Lose their minds.
I hear that, okay. But I want to know if he wants to let me be a test subject. But send me the anti-fat pills, and I'll take them religiously. And if it works, I'll pitch this like there's no tomorrow.
Sean Stanton.
That's what it is, Paul.
Well, I'm just saying.
Big D.
Well, what are you saying?
I'm saying I don't want to be fat no more.
Max fat.
Sean Stanton says, hey, Slick, tell Damon to stop being a stinky boot. Oh.
Okay.
Somebody give me a sandwich.
Oh, God.
I thought it was interesting. Birch is saying the zero gravity stuff. I mean, you know that he's dying to speak about the technology that they've harnessed, and
he's great.
And it's like Westinghouse
I do
won't let it go.
I do believe him.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
we got a lot of clapping going on.
No, it's in between periods.
First goal.
It's in between periods. Look at how the fans turned on them, Paul. They got all excited when Buffalo scored. Look at Montreal; they went crazy.
So what are the odds of the in the Knicks series? Are the Knicks favored by a lot?
All right, 30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Slick's doing sports. Delgado's doing main headlines. Paul Nolan's got some more news coming up right after this. And let's face it, none of us are getting any younger. Staying healthy is more important than ever. Millions of Americans are always looking for ways to feel better, get in better shape, improve their overall health. Please welcome back to the show Dr. Joseph Clark. He is here on on behalf of our friends at Pure Health Research to talk about all the great supplements they have that can help you do those things, feel better about yourself, maybe lose some weight, get in shape, improve your overall health. Dr. Clark, how are you? Welcome back to the show.
Help me.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, Paul says Paul, who sits next to me here, says he's in max fat right now, and here's his problem.
No,
here's his problem.
I'm down one chin. I got two to go.
Okay, here's Paul's problem: is he leaves the show at 10 o'clock, and he leaves ravenous, drives 30 minutes home, and says, "I hope I don't eat the entire house when I get home." So, first of all, is there anything Paul can do about that?
Yes, he can stop eating at night.
My wife said the same thing. She saw me with a bottle of ketchup chasing the cat.
There you go, Paul. So, Dr. Clark, to be serious, I know you work very closely with Pure Health Research, and they do make some wonderful, obviously, health supplements that can do what we're talked about. What can you tell us about them?
Absolutely. So the first thing I love is their commitment to quality. They only use premium natural ingredients in all their nutritional formulas. Every ingredient used is proven effective by clinical studies. So you know you're taking something that actually works as advertised. The formulas are non-GMO. They don't use any artificial chemicals, fillers, or preservatives. They also manufacture their supplements right here in America. So you know you're getting top quality. They offer 45 different premium supplements that are crafted to support a wide range of health needs and wellness goals. It's like having a natural pharmacy right at your fingertips. And actually, the one when you stop eating at night is GLP on. I've given it to a number of my clients. It works very well.
Okay, very good. GLP on, Paul. That might be one. Now, is that different than the GLP-1s? And now we've heard some I've heard a lot of talk in the news lately about some of these peptides that are coming and GLP-3s. Is GLP-1 different than GLP-1s?
Well, GLP-1 is an enzyme that's actually generated by the body within the digestive tract that tells your body that you're satiated, so you no longer want to eat.
Right.
And what a GLP-1 drug does is it basically kind of forces that, right? And so what GLP-on does, and anytime you force anything in the body, you cause a cascade of things that you want and probably also things you don't want. And with the GLP-on, what it does is it has the botanicals in it to help the body generate more on its own.
Okay, there you go. So if you had to point to some of the, for this audience, let's say maybe the top 3, or what would be their most popular supplements that you would point to?
Absolutely. So the top seller with actually over 2 million bottles sold is Liver Health Formula. And as the name implies, this formula supports thriving liver health. It could reduce fat deposits in the liver, ignite metabolism to trim belly fat, and flush out harmful toxins to give you a nice boost in energy. The next, which is also very, very popular, is called lymph system support. And for anyone who's struggling with swelling or fluid retention in their extremities, especially their legs, ankles, or feet, they're going to love this natural formula. It helps flush out that extra fluid to alleviate uncomfortable swelling or tightness. It could even restore more shapely legs. Lymph system support works by promoting a healthy lymphatic system, which helps flush out extra fluids, fat, and toxins. And the third one is actually my preferred one, because I think it's actually where a lot of people need to start, which is blood sugar formula. And as you can probably guess, this formula helps support healthy blood sugar levels. It can also reduce appetite and crush sugar cravings, making it easier to stay away from those tempting sweets. Maintaining healthy blood sugar has so many advantages, from dropping extra pounds to shrinking belly fat to boosting your energy levels, and of course, keeping your blood sugar in check can help keep your vision, kidneys, heart, and circulation healthy too. But remember, they have 45, if you include GLP on the new one, 46 different products. So everyone will find something they actually need. And the best part, for the next 48 hours only, you'll save 35% on your order with coupon code 6B when you shop at purehealthresearch.com.
All right, that's fantastic. PureHealthResearch.com. We're speaking with Dr. Joseph Clark. He's a professor of natural medicine, and he works with Pure Health Research. And again, you can head over to PureHealthResearch.com, and you can save 35% off with coupon code 6B. And you're also protected by their 365-day money-back guarantee. So you risk nothing by giving them a try. And again, incredible 35% discounts only available for the next 48 hours. So head over to purehealthresearch.com, purehealthresearch.com. Dr. Clark, always a pleasure to have you on. Thanks for bringing a great sport as well. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
All right, Dr. Joseph Clark there on behalf of purehealthresearch.com. And they do have 46 great products, and go check them out. If there's something that you think works for you, check it out. 35% off for the next 48 hours. Coupon code is 6B at purehealthresearch.com. Paul and Nolan, you've got some, we got some direction for you there on your eating.
Yeah, don't eat. Great, thanks.
Well, no, I mean,
he gave you a specific time.
He elaborated.
Don't eat at night. Okay, great.
Don't eat, fatso. All right, what do you got in the news, Paul?
Can you send someone over with an AK-47 to keep me away from the fridge? Yeah, where we are? We are at, forgive me, we were on...
Michigan House Republicans demand release.
Oh, yeah. This was, you caught me off guard here. I didn't know we were coming to me on this, and my link's not working, Big D. So,
okay, well, I just felt like I hadn't come to you in a while, but I'll come back if you want to get that to work.
Well, the hyperlink just stopped working here, so I can ask Delgado to bail me out right now.
I've had that happen.
All right, you want to talk about Bill Cassidy? Because he's
gone.
He's one of those guys that came after Donald Trump, and what happens when you come after Trump? He comes after you, and Bill Cassidy's time in the Senate is now thankfully over. He wasn't one of your favorites, was he, Dave?
No, he was going to be gone no matter what because he's terrible. But, yes, gone. Bye-bye.
Well, he is taking a swipe at President Trump after conceding defeat after being knocked out of his own primary on Saturday night. Senator Bill Cassidy, the Louisiana Republican, seemed to have taken swipes at the president, declaring that true leaders don't pout or whine or claim an election was stolen, unless, of course, you don't even make the finals, which is what Bill Cassidy didn't even do. So he can't claim that. He finished third place, not even second. He finished third. Julia Letlau, the new endorsed candidate from President Trump, won with a 44.8% of the vote, followed by State Treasurer John Fleming at 28.3%. Cassidy finished third at 24.8%, so he couldn't even garner up 25% of the vote to continue his reelection campaign. Here is Harry Enton, though, pointing out Bill Cassidy getting demolished. Cut number 10, the affable Harry Enton from CNN. Check this out.
This, in my mind, was the worst primary showing ever, at least since the end of World War II. That is how badly Bill Cassidy did. He did worse than every single one, getting 25% of the vote for a senator in a primary. It's literally unheard of, and that is because, of course, Donald Trump endorsed against this guy.
Yeah, so there he is. Harry Enton putting Bill Cassidy to the sword. He wasn't done, though, because he also had this to say about another candidate who is up for re-election as well, Representative Thomas Massie, who's been taking on President Trump. His odds have changed dramatically as well. Here's Harry Enton pointing out where this race could be headed. Cut number 11. Check this out.
So the Trump political world descending on Kentucky, trying to unseat Thomas Massie tomorrow in this Republican primary. What are the prediction markets saying? How is this race going?
To put it mildly, I don't think that Donald Trump likes Thomas Massie. Yeah. And if you look at the prediction markets, it looks like they may get their man. Look at this. Chance that Massie is, in fact, the Kentucky 4 GOP nominee. It has been falling considerably over the last 10 days, according to the cash prediction market. Look at this. It was 71% 10 days ago. Look where that number is now. It's 44%. So chances more likely than not, though it is very close, that Massie will, in fact, go down to defeat. But again, we're just going to have to wait and see the votes getting cast and counted, because this is quite close. But any time that an incumbent member of Congress goes down, he has done something seriously wrong in the minds of the voters. And in this case, if Massie goes down, it is that he crossed Donald John Trump.
Okay, and
So there he is with his report on Thomas Massie, a constant thorn in the side of GOP leaders, including President Donald Trump.
Yeah, constant thorn. God, I can't believe this guy comes in here and actually votes the way he says he's going to. Just can't have any of that. I mean, get this guy out of there. We got to get some more Lindsey Grahams and Bill Cassidys.
It's funny. You look at his entire career record voting for the Constitution.
Let's get this guy out of here. And let's drop some bogus charges, by the way, a week before the thing is. So we'll just put the full court press on.
Well, John Solomon.
I still think he's going to win. There's a God in heaven, he'll win.
Yeah, I mean, he's I don't know. I'm still a Massie guy. The only thing with Trump I really disagree with. But Michigan House Republicans passed a resolution calling on Michigan Secretary of State and Democratic gubernatorial candidate Jocelyn Benson to release the records tied to her past involvement with the Southern Poverty Law Center following a federal indictment against the organization. House Resolution 313 introduced State Rep Rachel Schmidt urges Benson to voluntarily disclose any information in her possession related to the SPLC's operations and alleged financial ties to extremist groups. Schmidt, R. Martin said in a statement, the legislature has a responsibility to hold the state officers accountable for their actions, especially when those actions throw their liability to carry out constitutionally mandated responsibilities into question. And she went on to say that Michiganders stand accused of leading an organization funneling money to hate groups like KKK, and we must demand accountability. So more good news along the way. Let's see if we can get some heat on these criminals. And let's just keep exposing things like the SPLC, National Endowment for Democracy, USAID, all of these alphabet, cutouts of these Democratic Party operatives have to be stopped. So this is a good story here. Again, more optimistic news.
TKK J. Brock on X says he'll lose if all the votes are counted fairly. We'll see. You might be right. He might, with everything that's happened. I hope he doesn't. And I don't think he will. If I think most people in Kentucky vote for someone who actually has the courage of their convictions to go there and actually vote the way. And by the way, people who say he did this or he voted against that, most of it's lying. Like they say he voted against the voted against ICE, whatever.
ICE funding,
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He voted against the CISA thing that was in that bill. That's what he voted against.
And that's just
so if you're going to do it, you have to be honest about what part of the bill he actually voted against. You don't just say, oh, he voted against ICE. No, he didn't. He voted against CISA, which was funded in that bill. And he said, no, that's not going to happen anymore. So people are not even intellectually honest about it when they talk about his voting and what he voted for or not voted for. It's just lazy reporting. Oh, yeah, he voted against ICE. And people go, oh, okay, yeah, this guy, yeah, get him out of here. That's not what he voted against.
Voting against CISA is a big deal. That is dangerous legislation.
All right, we'll wrap it up for a Monday when we get back live from Studio 6B right after this. By the way, all of you who are in big support of his opponent, please tell me what you like about him in the chat other than say, don't vote for Massey. Please tell me what you like about Ed. I can barely link a subject and a predicate together in there other than, oh, Trump endorsed him. That's. Tell me what you love about this guy. Please, spell it out.
I think San Antonio.
Who?
I think San Antonio is going to win. They're up by.
Oh, that's the hokey pokey.
They're up by 7 at the half.
On him. Who's over? Is the game over?
Who would you rather face, Gilgis or Wembanyama? Those West teams are tough to beat.
He's okay with Trump. That's all that matters. Well,
there you go.
If that's all that matters, that's why this party is where they are.
By the way, Big D, Long Island Railroad strike is over. They can't reach an agreement.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Matt Miller sent me something a few minutes ago. There you go. Tomorrow at noon. Oh, man, just a toy with everybody. They can't get everybody to work early for the rush hour. Poor Delgado. How was the roads this morning?
Barely.
Oh, you didn't notice? Okay. Well, you're on the road.
I think everybody stayed home.
You're on the road at 4:30 a.m. You're early.
No, but I mean,
well, that's good.
It was mostly in.
That's good news. I wonder what the terms were, but at least they settled, so that's good. It's good for the obviously.
Now, does Trump get the credit?
That's right.
Yeah.
See, as soon as she said something, Trump must have made a phone call.
Exactly.
Hey, guys, the governor's up my, we got to get this deal done. Okay, Mr. President, click. All right, deal.
Somehow I think that she won't be out there saying that he's responsible for getting it done.
It's ironic that as soon as she said it was his fault, within hours, the deal's been consummated.
Ed Gallerine is funded by billionaire Paul Singer, an LGBTQ plus activist. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know it that well, but I saw that guy once on stage. That's all I needed to see. Oh. The guy that's running against Massey.
Trump cut him to smithereens today.
Not that power play did nada.
All right, 13 to the hour, live from One more to go. Rick Fiction getting back into a singing career. Let's wrap it up for a Monday. We'll get to everybody one more time. Slick, I'll start with you. Sports brought to you by Mike Lindell and MyPillow. LFS6B's promo code to use. What do you got?
It's the greatest in the sports, Big D. Game 7 in Buffalo right now. Montreal leading 2-1, 14-19, 14-18 to go there. Buffalo just had a power play, could not put the puck in the net, so we'll see what happens. We'd like to see Buffalo, New York advance, but, we're going to check it out. We'll miss the rest of it. And the Spurs right now leading the Thunder 51-44 at the half, 7-point lead. That's a little early for NBA to call a game there. But game 1, Western Conference Finals. Normally I would call it, but I won't. All right, tied Guardians 8-2 over the Tigers, top of the 9th. Mets and Nationals tied in a good one down in D.C. 5-5, end of 9, going to extra innings there. Yankees came back, Rick, up 7-5 over the Blue Jays in the Bronx, middle of the 8th inning. And the Twins have blanked the Astros 3-zip. Brewers bombed the Cubbies 9-3, and Rockies ripped the Rangers 4-1. And I looked it up, Big D. We had one of our fans on the show had said that we didn't talk about this young man, this PBR bull rider here. 20-year-old bull rider John Crimber was crowned the 2026 PBR World Champion in Fort Worth, Texas. The North Texas phenom made history by sweeping Championship Sunday with multiple 90-point rides, securing the gold buckle and eclipsing 1.3 in earnings for the season. So first one to do it, Big D, at 20 years old, the youngest. So that's absolutely amazing, and kudos, hat off to him. We got to get the PBR. You know how we love the PBR. And, we're going to, by the way, Nashville, Super Bowl 64, gentlemen, 2030. They say that it's going to be in Nashville. Big D. I like that in Tennessee. That's where the Super Bowl should be. That's going to be a lot of fun. Be a hoedown there, but it's 2030. Should be announced later.
I went to the one in Jacksonville, which was good. That was the Eagles Patriots. McNabb, Paul McCartney was the halftime show.
I know you said you sat by him, right?
Yeah, he was in the suite right behind me. And then I went to Houston. That was when NRG had just opened up.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one, too. I forgot who that. I think that was
Atlanta,
also Patriots, right? And somebody.
No, did they play Atlanta? I thought Atlanta. No, wasn't Atlanta?
But those, I don't know. I don't remember exactly who the second one was. But those were good cities to have it. But Nashville would be great.
Definitely. Just one more quick one, Big D. Tom Brady, I know you guys are all excited about this, makes catwalk debut at Gucci Fashion Show. Paul Boyer Breitbart. Former NFL great Tom Brady made his catwalk debut at the Gucci 2027 runway in New York this weekend. The 7-time Super Bowl winner was seen wearing black leather, strutting across the outdoor runway in front of a well-heeled crowd that included Mariah Carey, Shawn Menendez, Lindsay Lohan, Cindy Crawford, Kaya Gerber, and Kim Kardashian.
Who
Get
was
off
that?
my
I missed
stage.
the name there. Who was that?
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, Lindsay Lohan.
Nah, it's a Lohan.
Gotcha.
I'm busting on it.
Do we have video of Tom?
We do. Yeah, cut 15, Aaron. Look at him. God never did give nothing to the Tin Man, nor Tim Brady. He's walking just like Tom Brady. He's walking like the Tin Man. Look at this.
Look at this outfit.
I mean, what is
Looks
he
very
doing
natural.
this?
It's like someone wrapped him in a Reynolds black
is he doing
garbage
this for
bag
charity
and
or
made it
something?
tight.
No, he needs the money, Paul. You know, things are tough. You know, I wonder what Giselle thought about this. He's no runway model. Anyway, he's very stiff, Brady, but give him credit. What can I say? Hey, the guy looks good for, what is he, 40-something years old? 40, 48, 45?
Looks good. I mean,
he looks
like stop motion of a G.I. Joe character.
Yeah, he does. You're right.
I mean, that's a good looking guy right there.
Almost like Lego.
I don't know about there.
He's got so much Botox he could open up a beef tallow packaging company.
Come on, Slick. Why are you killing him?
I know. No, we like Tom Brady.
I mean,
Aaron, how do you feel about Tom Brady? Yeah. Okay, that's a wrap in sports. Back to you, bitch.
All right, 9 minutes to the hour. Paul Nolan, anything left on your newsletter?
No, I got through. I gave that clip earlier of Vance. That pretty much covers it for the night.
All right, very good. Delgado, take us home. What's left on the headlines?
All right, Damon. Well, you're going to love this because Democrats are out in force. Of course, they're trying to get elected to different seats around the country. A Democratic Congress candidate in Michigan is now drawing a lot of attention. Have you checked out Shelby Campbell?
No, I have no idea who that is.
All right. Well,
girl or guy?
Let's introduce you to Shelby Campbell, Democratic congressional candidate in Michigan, getting roasted online for a series of unhinged TikTok campaign videos. She's no Spencer Pratt, if you know what I mean. Here is cut number 12. Here is Shelby Campbell doing what I guess all Congress people are going to start doing now, twerking. Cut number 12.
What?
This is what I do, because I am an ethical person.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm classy.
She's drinking a beer?
No, she's sniffing Pledge.
And twerking on the counter.
What?
This is the kind of congressional campaign she's running. She wasn't done though, because she's letting her constituents know that she's an advocate for abortion, and she wishes she probably was one. Cut number 13. What? You can't make this up. Cut 13.
That's a little strong.
That's taking one for the team.
For abortion because I should have been aborted. I've been running for Congress, and not one family member has come to help me. Everyone's retired. It's fine. I got it.
They realize that you're crazy. Wow.
Exactly.
I mean, what? I mean,
she is a 32-year-old single mom. I can't believe she procreated.
No, you're kidding. Single?
She has flooded her social media with clips of herself dancing. What did you say?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay. Responding to haters and spouting her political views as part of her campaign for Michigan's 13th congressional district, which includes KDJ's neck of the woods, parts of Detroit, and several surrounding suburbs. Some of Campbell's more outrageous clips have exploded online in recent days, racking up millions of views as critics claim she's proof that Democrats are not sending their very best.
She looks like, speaking of KDJ, that she might be partaking of Spy Trail Distilleries maple bourbon or whatever it is.
Yeah. Honey bourbon. Let's get that right.
She looks like she might be following KDJ's lead on that.
Yeah, just she does it morning, noon, and night.
You said she was 32 and single, though.
32 and single. What a surprise!
Shocked by that.
She doesn't have a man.
Are you sure she's not part of what Purchett was talking about?
She could be.
Yeah, what did he call it? There you go.
There you go. And Damon, I don't know if you saw this. The guy you totally don't think is running for president could be not running for president even more when you see this. This is cut number 18. Here's Stephen A. And I believe he's still not running for president. Check this out, Stephen A. Smith.
In some of these people, Stephen.
Well, not all of them. Time. No. You don't get to do that. Don't talk to me about mental illness on the side of the right. But you had people talking about transgender without parental consent and men transitioning to women and playing in women's sports and thinking that was okay. And people could be incarcerated and they could have sex changes and stuff like that. Oh, no. You don't get to sit up there and just point to the right about that and not act like there wasn't craziness on the left, too. I'm a moderate who primarily votes Democrat. And I'm here to tell you something right now. I don't recognize this left. Or not this one. Not the one that I've been seeing over the last few years.
Tell you a thing.
I'm a moderate who will lean left on everything but dollars, meaning taxes. I can't stand high taxes in California, New York, New Jersey. Okay? I'm a fiscal conservative with my money. I'm liberal with everything else. And I'm still appalled by how far left the left has leaned.
Yeah.
It's disgraceful.
Amen.
No common sense. And by the way, when you talk about woke culture and cancel culture, don't come to me with the Republicans. It wasn't the Republicans that was trying to get people fired for pronouncing the wrong pronoun. That's the left. And you're appealing to a community, and in the meanwhile, you're turning your back on black folks who supported you since the 60s. Oh, hell no. The left, the extreme left is what I'm talking about, not the moderate left. The extreme left is a damn problem. And that's why 77 million people stood up and said Donald Trump is closer to normalcy than some of them.
Yeah.
I have like a limit. The red bar goes up on Stephen A, and then when it hits the limit,
my limit is 4 syllables.
Mine's a little longer.
Well, he's not.
All right, as always, we salute our military, active and active police, firefighters, first responders, EMTs, everybody on the front lines protecting us. Thanks, guys, on the show. Aaron Frank, great job. As always, we'll see you tomorrow night. We're back on a Tuesday, 8 p.m. right here live from Studio 6B.
Forget shots. Did you know that research shows that most people drop off popular weight loss diets in a year and gain the weight back? Worse yet, they lost lean muscle and zapped their metabolism. With Almaced, you can maintain 100% of your muscle mass.
I dropped the weight, but I didn't lose the muscle mass. That was very important.
Lose up to 2 dress sizes in 6 weeks.
I had lost 45 pounds. I say it's a miracle in a can. I went from a size 18 to a size 8.
The reason why you're having trouble losing weight could be a liver clogged with fat. Almaced is a scientifically proven food supplement that uses natural amino acids to help unclog your liver and optimize your metabolism, so it's easier to lose weight.
Almaced helps you have younger looking skin and hair with amino acids your body needs to build collagen naturally.
I feel better, my skin's healthier, my hair's better.
I went from